This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Will kick it away to get this game going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Jean-Pierre. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Across the 40, at the 20, at the 10, touchdown, Canes, a big defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Quick pass, the catch is made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Handoff to the back. And the Volunteers are looking to keep this drive going.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Gets into space at the 50. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Vols. They were not going to catch him that time. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Receivers are bunched together. Looking for some space. It's Perkins. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Tailback takes the handoff again. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Getting set. Here's second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away. points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre looking for the wideout. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He escapes the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll run it to the left. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. The back's got it. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Handoff in a single back formation. Running with purpose. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stop at the 27. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the 1st quarter, and the run game has dominated. And after a promising start, we hope that both yards. We'll just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Now it's second down here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's got it in the open. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Volunteers pick up enough to get a first down there. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down, looking for more now. And here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Breaks free. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. Oh, he breaks. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
That sack sets up a second down and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. And he throws his third interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Here's the second down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Scanning the field, it's Jean-Pierre. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. but give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The ball's looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking deep downfield to the left. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Miami. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Jean-Pierre. Defense is coming after him. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Has the 1st down and more. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. The Volunteers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pass rush closing in, and they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Jean-Pierre. He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Vols will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. The Canes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. Moves out of the pocket. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. He's running out of time here. Looking right, this one caught. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Canes.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Jean-Pierre. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Quick throw over the middle. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
On the move now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw. It's Jean-Pierre. Throws to the tight end. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points, and now they've got a shot to get it.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Volunteers. They battle back to take the lead.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere after the loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drop him back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. And the Canes bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Looking to throw. It's Jean-Pierre. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
And now the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33. And the Volunteers offense is on the move now. To throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nice grab. It's Henderson. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but
has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And, in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Running out of time in the pocket. With pressure in the next sack, it will be tackled inside the 10. Check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Finding space at the 20. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The Hurricanes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Second down, looking to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Touchdown, Miami. This offense is still clicking. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. They're going to run it here. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. They'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a 1st down at the 47.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
Chewing clock with the running game. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Catch made over the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Takes the handoff again. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And it's a direct snap. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. And there's the handoff. Powers through.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw. The catch is made. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Can they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Can he make it to the marker? He is stuffed at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. but it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrant. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make.
And they heave it deep downfield. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
You make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. And on this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Jean-Pierre. The pocket breaking down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Throwing for his running back. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. Caught near the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Caught quickly. He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now the kick is wrapped up by the hands team, and that should be enough to secure the victory. They can kneel down and get out of here with a W. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.